We're back for our daily MLB Best Bets here on Saturday, September 20th. We've got all 30 teams playing today in Major League Baseball, and of course, we have our 5 best bets for the slate. It's been brutal recently, man. I don't know. We cannot catch a break. It starts with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Everything that's going bad for us starts with the Arizona Diamondbacks. You know, it's been a trend the last 3 months. Pick against the Diamondbacks, they win. Pick the Diamondbacks, they look like the worst baseball team ever. More on them later. We've got our 5 best bets today, though, folks. If you have not yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more daily MLB picks here on the channel. Next week, the last week of the regular season, we will take this through the postseason. And of course, once the MLB ends, well, we have got daily NBA best bets as well in college basketball in early November. No NHL. It's just too much. I can't do it all. So before we get in the video, folks, again, make sure that subscribe button down below for more. We posted our college football best bets and college football predictions. I know that's going on in a couple hours here, but those are both linked in the description down below. And later today on the channel, we will have our NFL best bets. Of course, our full week 3 NFL predictions were already posted on the channel, so go make sure to check that out. And later today, we're gonna have our UFC Fight Night Olberg versus Reyes predictions from Australia. That's gonna be today, likely at noon Pacific on Greedo Plays MMA. Go subscribe to Greedo Plays MMA if you have not yet. We're gonna have a lot of MMA content this week, UFC Contender Series and 2 PFL cards, so 4 videos plus the best bets, 5 videos on Greedo Plays MMA this week. We got you covered. Okay, got that all out the way. To our first best bet of the day, our Washington Nationals best bet. Guys, the value's too good to pass up on this. Now, the Nats yesterday go up 4-1. Mets go up 8-4. Nats, CJ Abrams is a home run to make it 8-6, and the Mets just pull away. I thought we were gonna cover the 1.5 run line when Abrams hit the home run. I was just, we needed to see some offense, but of course the Nats disappoint me because that's all they do. At least Josiah Gray pitched fairly well yesterday in AAA. I hope to see him back next Saturday or Sunday against the White Sox. Regardless, today's best bet, it's too good a value to pass up on. Dalen Lyle over 1.5 total bases at plus 155. I'm telling you, this line is highway robbery. Dalen Lyle, I think he's like 4th on the Nationals today to go over 1.5 total bags, which doesn't make sense to me because this screams that Vegas and whoever's making the odds aren't watching Dalen Lyle. They're not watching the Nationals. I mean, how could they, right? They're not watching Lyle play. And I would get this, right? If Lyle was plus 155 and, he was still the highest national, or he had the best odds out of any national to get 2 bags, because I get it. Nolan McLean's pitching, and McLean's been really good for the New York Metropolitans in his rookie year. So I get it if, Lyle is, okay, first national off the board at plus 155. He's not. It's really weird to me. Another, by the way, I do love Dylan Cruz to get a hit today at minus 140. Are we serious? Are we watching the way Dylan Cruz is playing right now? Dylan Cruz is batting like 400 in his last 8 games. Are we serious here? That's another one. DC to get a hit minus 140 today. But the value on Dalen Lyle to get 2 bags is plus 155. Are we serious? So it's hilarious because you look at the, record 1.5 total bags or over 1.5 total bags on FanDuel. The top 6 are all Mets. Alonso, Lindor, Soto, top 7. Alonso, Lindor, Soto, Nimmo, Vientos, McNeil, and then Alvarez. 8th, James Wood. Then CJ Abrams, then Luis Garcia, and then Dalen Lyle at plus 155. Dalen Lyle's got the same odds to get 2 total bags than Josh Bell. And I get it. Bell, one swing of the bat could be out the park. But the fact that Dalen Lyle is below Luis Garcia? I love Louis, but really? I just find it insane. Especially for a guy who keeps on hitting triples. Yesterday, his 11th triple of the season. He continues to do it. And sure, is that because Jose Siri didn't know how to play the baseball in center field? Maybe. But that's neither here or there. Dalen Lyle with career triple number 11. He now ties Denard Span's total triple mark in a single season. Denard Span played 150 plus games that year. Dalen Lyle's played 83, I think. He got sent down to AAA at one point this season. Guys, Dalen Lyle might be the Nats' best player right now. I mean, all-around player, I'd say I think it's starting to be Cruz, legitimately. I know, he bats 215. Well, he was batting 190 a couple weeks ago. So, I legitimately think the all-around best player for the Nationals is Cruz. Lyle's become the best pure hitter, though. Abrams is good. Wood will have his nights. Right now, it is Dalen Lyle, and now we are getting a huge sample size of this. So, yesterday, right, Dalen Lyle with another triple. He's a triple machine, and if he hits one more in the last week of the season, which I'm hoping he does, he will break Denard Span's record. Not just as a rookie, he already broke Bryce Harper's record for rookie triples as a national. He can take the just all-around Nationals triple record in a single year. I think he should be able to get more than 1.5 total bags today. And I know, how good is Nolan McLean? He's great. I hate the Mets. I can tell you McLean's a really good pitcher. 1.19 ERA. McLean was tested very early in his major league career. And it's a spot that I can look back on because we had Mariners money line that day. Nolan McLean had bases loaded with 1 out against the Mariners back on August 16th in his MLB debut. He somehow got out the inning without giving up a single run. I believe it was a double play ball. I believe it was what it was. Came out of that start not giving up a single run. In now 38 innings, Nolan McLean's given up 5 total runs. That equates to a 1.19 ERA. He's been really good. But if there's any guy in the Nationals that I think can get a hit against him today, it's either Dylan Cruz or Dalen Lyle. I'm going to go Dalen, though, because of the extra base potential, because of the righty-lefty matchup. Again, do I think Cruz is going to get a hit today? 100%. Cruz had another hit yesterday in the 9th inning. He's just a hit monster, and next year, I'm serious, I think he's going to be an all-star next year. I think Cruz is really, we're seeing the jump made right now, and next year it's going to be there. I would back Cruz. I bet Cruz in the 2 next year. I would go Abrams, Cruz, Lyle, Wood. If I had to make I might go Cruz. I'd probably go Cruz, Abrams. Now you got to split the lefts. Yeah, I go Abrams, Cruz, Lyle, Wood, and maybe a free agent. Who knows? But anyways, going Dalen Lyle today over 1.5 total bags. He's been hitting very well, and I expect that to continue today in Queens. On to our second best bet of the video, we move to our best player prop of the day. So, did a player prop, obviously, with the Nationals best bet. Are the Nats going to win the series against the Mets like I thought? Maybe not. It is what it is. I mean, it sucks. I'm glad I got a great reaction out of Mets fans on TikTok. Greedo plays clips. But anyways, our second best bet of the video is going to come in this ball game between the Seattle Mariners, that's coming up next, the Toronto Blue Jays, and the Kansas City Royals. I'm going Noah Cameron over 3.5 strikeouts. This is a gimme right now. It's a gimme. I don't know why the line's so low. Does Vegas know something we don't? I don't know. Noah Cameron, in his last 3 starts, has gotten 7, 8, and 5 strikeouts respectively. So far in the month of September, right? 3 starts, and he's gone over this line every single time. He's got a 3.32 ERA in the month of September. That doesn't really matter because Noah Cameron's going to go 7 innings. He's going to go 7 innings in pretty much every single start he has. He's got a sub-3 ERA. Noah Cameron's been really good, all right? And this is a guy who's going to get strikeouts. I know, you can look 4 starts ago. He had 0 strikeouts against the White Sox. Who cares? The Blue Jays are playing horrible baseball, and do we need to talk about this? The Blue Jays suck right now. The Tigers suck right now. Guys, the Cleveland Guardians might make the postseason. Not going to talk about them today. They are underdogs in Minnesota. Don't really want to bet against Joe Ryan, so I'm staying away. I think the Guards are very playable today, though. I will say that right away. Anyways, though, Toronto's just sucked the last couple days. They lost the last 2 in Tampa. Then yesterday, Max Scherzer gets destroyed. Hate to see it. Please come back to DC next year. For one last year, please. Scherzer gives up 7 runs in less than an inning, and the Royals totaled 27 total hits and win the game 20-1. Yeah. Michael Lorenzen did have to go 7 innings to get 4 strikeouts, but he got it. Well, if you give Noah Cameron 7 innings, he'll probably get 4 strikeouts too. Correction, Lorenzen went 7 2/3. So, again, he just went really deep in the game, and, well, he found a way to get 4 Ks. Michael Lorenzen is not the biggest strikeout threat. Noah Cameron's more of a punch-out guy than Lorenzen is, and this is just such a favorable line for us. He needs to get 4 Ks. I mean, there was a couple starts in August where he didn't go over this, but he's a pretty consistent strikeout guy, Noah Cameron. And it's a Blue Jays lineup right now that it's just horrible. I don't know what's going on. I get it, Bichette's out, and Bichette, right, before the injury, or at least for most of the season, was the American League leader in hits, and so you lose Bo Bichette. That's a huge blow. I get that. Man, I mean, this team cannot hit the ball right now. Yeah, they get off to a 1-0 start yesterday. George Springer hit a solo home run, but they are really struggling at the plate. The back end of that Tampa series, they score 2 runs in 2 games, and then, well, now they've scored 3 runs in 3 games after losing in Kansas City to the Royals. That's not what you want to see out of the team that's going to be the number 1 seed in the American League. Probably. Oh, the Yankees are 3 games out. I don't think the Yankees... Maybe the Yankees catch them. Maybe. There's a chance, but, they didn't do themselves any favors yesterday by losing to the Orioles. So I don't know. And I've been over this, and I keep saying this down the stretch here. There's not many teams that are that good, guys. There's not. The teams that are good in baseball. I don't want to go on my long, tangent here, but hold on. And this applies because I'm trying to pick as many playoff implication games as possible because I think, if I'm picking A's Pirates between Luis Morales and Bubba Chandler, like, I don't know what the Pirates are going to do. They might be up, 3-0, and they're going to pull Bubba Chandler in the 6th, even though he hasn't given up a run. And then here comes some guy they pull up from Indianapolis from AAA, and, let's let him throw to Nick Kurtz, right? It's just like, I'm trying to pick playoff implication games for the most part is what I'm trying to do here. And teams that are actually contenders because they're still trying to win. But it feels like a lot of these teams that are supposed to be trying to win just aren't winning. So the teams that are actually good are the Phillies, the Mariners. That's it at the American League. The Yankees. The Yankees are going to be good in the playoffs. Mariners, Yankees, Phillies, Brewers. I guess the Dodgers. I don't think they're that great though. That's the thing. Like, there's not many that good teams. It feels wide open, and you've heard you've come on here before. You've heard me talk about how I think the Phillies are going to win the World Series, and I've been on that since June. But the Blue Jays are the biggest example of just sucking right now. And will they turn it up in the playoffs? Maybe. But right now, with the straight face, can you tell me they beat the Yankees in a 5-game set in the LCS? I don't think so. I know the Yankees have their struggles. I know that, but I don't know. And I know the Yankees have struggled against Toronto this year. They went up, on Canada Day and lost. I think I'd take the Yankees to beat the Blue Jays in a series right now. I think I'd take the Reds. I don't know if I'd take the Red Sox. I might. And who you don't want to see right now somehow is the Cleveland Guardians, who are a game and a half out now of Houston and Boston. That's just a weird one to me. Anyways, though, I'm going with Noah Cameron over 3.5 strikeouts. Again, this is a meaningful baseball game. Royals playing Toronto. Toronto's trying to win, but obviously they're not doing a very good job at trying to win. I'm taking Noah Cameron on the over strikeouts, 3.5 at -135. On to our third best bet of the video. Let's go to our first money line of the day. Let's go with the Seattle Mariners to win. Plus 100, they are underdogs in the second game of this 3-game set against the Houston Astros, and they will win Game 2 here at Dayland Park. George Kirby versus Framber Valdez is the pitching matchup tonight, and I believe that the Seattle Mariners are going to win. I think they are. Framber Valdez has been a mediocre pitcher in the second half of the season. Let's call it how it is. He is a great talent, but this is not what if you're Framber Valdez, this is the worst thing that could happen to you. You're about to hit free agency. Now, if he wants to go and play for the Washington Nationals for, we'll overpay him. I will overpay him with the Lerner family. I don't know. But anyways, guys, the Astros don't win when Valdez pitches. They don't. In the last, let me get my math right here. In the last 9 games, Framber Valdez has started for the Houston Astros. They've won once. And that includes a loss to the Washington Nationals. Their only win with Framber Valdez pitching was in Houston against the Colorado Rockies. Lost to the Nationals, Red Sox, Yankees, Orioles, Tigers, Yankees, Rangers, and Braves. The only saving grace in this spot for the Astros and for Framber Valdez is not George Kirby. No, it's the fact that Valdez is 2-0 against the Mariners this season. May 24th, against Seattle, 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. Did walk 4 guys, but who cares? And April 8th in Seattle, 6 innings, 2 hits, 0 runs. Astros won both of those games. I don't care. I don't. When Seattle gets hot, they're really good. And I like, by the way, too, the Mariners have won, 13 of 14? Something crazy like that. The one game they lost, we bet on. I'm losing my mind with this team. If they lose today, man, oh, man. We hop on the D-backs, they start losing. We hop on the Mariners, they start losing. I'm losing my mind with the MLB right now. We are on fire with the NFL and college football. The MLB, I don't know what's going on in September baseball. It's confusing me, okay? Oh, man, we cannot catch a break sometimes with this. Don't get me started on the Nerfies. You'll hear that later in the video. If the Mariners can't win this game, I don't know, man. George Kirby, has he been good? Nah, but threw for 14 strikeouts last game against the Angels. 6 and a third innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 14 Ks. Coming off a start before that where he only had 2 strikeouts. Look at what Houston did at the plate yesterday, though. All right, nothing. Shout out Brian Wu. Thanks, Hunter Brown, by giving up a run in the first inning. But thanks, man. Appreciate that one. Astros don't do anything yesterday. They get 3 hits. Correa had one. Isaac Paredes had another. And Jake Myers had a hit. That's what happens when Yordan's not in the lineup. They are much worse. I know Kirby hasn't been a great pitcher this year, but arguably he's been better than Framber. I'm serious. Framber had a really good first half. Guys, Valdez's ERA in August is 5.64. His ERA in September is 7.88. What am I supposed to get out of Framber Valdez here? He has not been good, and the Astros just don't win games when he pitches. Because A, they don't really get him run support, but B, he's just given up a lot, and they have lost 8 of 9 with Valdez in the bump. I'm going George Kirby and the Mariners today. It is strikeout, home run, or bust. Well, actually, they don't want to strikeout. So it's home run or bust for the Seattle Mariners. That's what the team is. How did they win yesterday? They won 4-0. Take a guess on how they won 4-0 yesterday. 4 solo home runs. It was, let me get this right, Julio, Naylor, Suarez, and I don't know who hit the 4th. Rope. Oh, I can forget my guy. Bobblehead's up there. Got his jersey hanging over there. Victor Robles. They won the game with 4 solo home runs. Hey, it's an old thing in baseball. Solo home run can't beat you. Well, it can when you're the Seattle Mariners, and when you do have good pitching, and when your pitching is on. So that's when I say who are the good teams in baseball, and my prediction for the last month or so has been Mariners-Phillies World Series. That's why. When they're at their best, they can beat you off just a solo home run, off of multiple solo home runs. They don't have to put anybody on the bases. They can just swing for the fences, and their pitching should bail them out. Now, can Kirby bail them out tonight? I don't know, but Valdez alone, the way Valdez has been pitching this season, I think is going to allow Seattle to win. I think he's going to leave a lot of stuff in this game, and there's going to be a lot of right-handed bats that are going to be swinging for the fences. Randy, Raleigh, Julio, Polanco, Suarez, Canzone, Robles. This is a dangerous team when they're hot. Or Canzone's lefty, excuse me. I don't know why I'm thinking Dylan Moore. Dylan Moore's not on the team anymore. But there are guys who are going to try to, this is all they do. They try to put the ball over the fence, and Houston didn't score yesterday. So I'm going with the Mariners, and they are going to put themselves in a great position now to win the American League West. They will go to 2 games up of Houston. Obviously, a sweep would be huge, but 2 games would be pretty monumental for this team, considering, I believe, they get the Rockies next week, I think? Is it the Rockies or the White Sox? They play somebody really bad next week down the stretch. It is the Seattle Mariners are playing the Colorado Rockies next week, yeah. So they just need to get some games. And if they can go into that series, a game up, that's big time for the team. If they sweep the Astros, you can pretty much crown them AL West champions. And Houston actually has bigger problems in the division if they lose twice in a row, because then here come the Guardians, which is kind of insane that we could be staring down a Guardians-Tigers first-round playoff matchup in the ALDS, potentially could be in Cleveland, too. Probably, wildcard round. It would probably be in Detroit, but there's a chance we get that a rematch of what happened last year in the American League Divisional Series. We might see Tigers, Guardians in the playoffs, because the Guards are right on the Astros' ass right now. And the Red Sox, for that matter, too. Okay, forgive me for that one. That's coming at the end of the video. Our 4th best bet of the video is our second money line of the day. Okay, this is the final time I'm doing this all year long. Okay, I'm so serious about this, okay? If the Arizona Diamondbacks don't win today, I'm not going to mention their name for the rest of the season. We might bet against them. I might bet a player on their team. We might do a nerfy with them. I will not mention them by name. You will not hear the straight Arizona Diamondbacks out of my mouth. You won't hear it. I am banning them if they can't win today. They are in a perfect position to win today. Don't get me wrong. Yesterday was a perfect position too. Tyon Walker versus Ryan Nelson. Your best guy right now. What happened to, Snakes Alive? Yeah, we're getting ready for October. 4-man rotation. What happened? You've done nothing but lose since your 4-man rotation. Since Torey Lovello and Arizona has said, we're locked in, they've done nothing but lose. They lose back-to-back games. They score 3 runs in 2 games. You're the answer backs. You bite back. You're the Snakes. And you score 3 runs in 18 innings. Way to go. You suck. I'm still picking them today. Oh, my goodness. I'm picking them against the 2025 World Series champions, Philadelphia Phillies. Why? The matchup is just set up for them. It's Aaron Nola versus Zach Gallen. Now, guys, there's a chance Taijuan Walker might be out pitching Aaron Nola right now. I think he might be. Now, the D-backs tried their hardest to not bring in anybody. Guys, what does Blaze Alexander do right? He can't hit. He grounds into double plays with bases loaded, and he can't do anything in the field. He boots it off his glove every time at third base. And then, here comes Jordan Lawler, who is a 400 hitter in Reno because, it's the easiest ballpark in the country to hit in, minor league or the show. And Jordan Lawler, what does he do? Bases loaded, pop out on a 2-0 pitch. You suck. Oh my goodness. And then when we were betting against the Diamondbacks, Jordan Lawler goes 3 for 4, comes into the game batting .048. Can you tell I have a disdain for the Arizona Diamondbacks right now? It has to end eventually. We kept going to the well with the Mariners this season, and eventually it worked. And eventually, we broke the Mariners' curse. Now, we don't have much time in the season now. We've got a week left of the regular season where we're probably going to say goodbye to the Diamondbacks because I don't think there's going to be October baseball. But we're taking them today. Here's the thing. You get Zach Gallen going. Zach Gallen's been really good in the second half of the season. With the exception of that Giants start, he's been really good over the last month and a half. He's got a 2.5 ERA in his last 8 starts. Aaron Nola, for the most part, has been pretty bad. He had one good start against the Mets because law Mets. But other than that, Aaron Nola's ERA in September, 6.35. ERA in August, 7.53. ERA in May, just 8 on the dot. Since his return, again, 7.5 ERA in August, 6.3 ERA in September. If the Arizona Diamondbacks can't win this game in Philadelphia, hitter-friendly park, the weird voodoo stuff goes on in Phoenix. If you can't win this game, I don't know what to tell you. Are they out of the postseason? Yes. I've never seen a more deflated post-game show than yesterday in Arizona. I mean, the analysts were just dumbfounded by, this team just can't hit now. I don't know what happened to them. You were a game and a half out 2 days ago, and now you're 3 games out with a week left to go. It seems like the Mets are going to make the playoffs, and the Nats aren't really helping that. I mean, maybe the Reds are trying their hardest to stay in right now, which as soon as we jump off the Reds, look at them. Yeah, it's awesome. I hate these mediocre NL teams, man. I hate them. I hate these mediocre National League squads. I'm taking the D-backs today. This is their season. If they don't win today, their year's over. And I don't, you couldn't have drawn up a better pitching matchup for them right now. Aaron Nola versus Zach Gallen. Because, look what they get tomorrow. You get Ranger Suarez and Eduardo Rodriguez. I'm sure that one's going to go really well for you, isn't it? Right? That's going to go great for you. So, they have to win today. Because if you don't win today, you can chalk their season. So, give me the Arizona Diamondbacks to win. I can't believe this is the whoops, fell for it again award. I'm going with the Snakes at home. Minus 110. Oh, my goodness. Why am I doing this? Whatever. Our final best bet of the video. We've had no success with the Nerfies, so I'm doing the yes run scored in the first inning. We've done this once all year long, I believe, and we did it in Colorado, and it hit. I don't remember the game entirely. I remember it was a Rockies game, so I'm going to do it today. Not in Colorado, though. We're doing it in Los Angeles. Guys, we are kind of solely banking on the fact that the Los Angeles Dodgers score on Kai Wang Tang. That's kind of what I'm doing here. Initially, I was going to do the Rockies YRFI, I guess you can call it. Yes run scored in the first inning, but it was minus 160 for yes run scored in the first with Kyle Hendricks and Herman Marquez in that Angels-Rockies matchup at Coors Field. So, there's no value in that. So we're going to take this YRFI, I'll call it. Kai Wang Tang, Tyler Glasnow. Maybe the Giants score in Glasnow. Our really only hope there is Devers. Glasnow has pitched 14 innings in his last 2 starts and given up 2 earned runs. And one of those starts against the Rockies, it was a run without giving up a hit. So, Adames has got pop. Ramos has pop. Devers is obviously the biggest factor and the biggest threat to a guy like Glasnow. We're really not even looking at that. That's an added bonus, right? If we can go into the bottom of the first with a run scored, and yes, San Francisco did score in the first inning yesterday against Los Angeles, against Clayton Kershaw. First batter Kershaw faced yesterday was Ramos, and he took him yard. But of course, Dodgers won, and they clinched a playoff spot. And Ohtani goes yard. Did I not call that? We didn't do that great yesterday, but what did I say? There's just going to be a randomly juiced ball for Ohtani, okay? Big moment Ohtani's going to... Did I not say he was going to hit a 3-run home run to take the lead? Did I not say that? I said, I think I said Pajes was going to score on it. Oh, he did score. We might need to run that back from yesterday and see what I said legitimately. We got pretty close to what actually happened, okay? I do need to pat myself on the back a little bit there. Anyways, though, Dodgers won yesterday 6-3. What I was getting to, though, was that Ramos took Kershaw yard in the first inning. So if someone on San Francisco wants to step up today, it's going to be one of the guys in the top 3, right? It's going to be Ramos, Adames, or Devers. It's likely going to be a solo home run if it happens. Those are guys who have pop. They can do it. Now, that's not why we're playing this. We're playing this because Kai Wang Tang is pitching for the San Francisco Giants. Okay, do the Dodgers have much to play for right now? The honest answer to that is no. Okay? But you're still 5 games back of the Phillies. Yeah, they're kind of stuck in 3. Here's the thing, though. They're stuck at the 3 spot. Here's the thing about this, though, for the Dodgers. They're not going to completely hang it up right now. If they're going to when they start to phone it in, it'll be next week in Arizona and in Seattle. They're not going to phone it in this week at home against the Giants. They're going to finish strong in Los Angeles, and then they'll go on the road, and we don't really care. We got to go to Arizona. We got to go to Seattle. We don't really give a damn about those starts in those games, right? So this will be a game, though, where I think the Dodgers will still try to win, obviously. It's a Saturday night game against the San Francisco Giants, and you get a mediocre pitcher pitching for San Francisco. Kai Wang Tang, ERA of 6.41, had a decent last start against the Diamondbacks in a game, though, that the Giants ended up losing. But Kai Wang Tang at 6.41 ERA is a righty who doesn't have the best stuff, has some decent put-out stuff, but he's very hittable at the same time, right? Look what the Cardinals did to him earlier in the month. In 4 innings, they scored 4 runs, you know? Padres in August scored 7 runs in 1 2/3 innings against Kai Wang Tang. He's been really bad against every team he's faced, except for the D-backs in his last start, and of course, who else? The Washington Nationals. Anyways, someone on the Dodgers is going to hit a home run. I think it's going to be Shohei. I'd be honest with you, I think Ohtani's going to do it in back-to-back days. I expect an Ohtani first inning home run. Betts hit a home run yesterday, too, after Ohtani hit his 3-run shot out. Mookie followed it back up, right? Someone's going to score. Ohtani's going to get on base. Okay, here's what I'll say. Ohtani's going to have an extra base hit. Betts will probably move him over, and then, Teoscar Hernandez gets walked, and Freddie Freeman rips one to right field. There you go. That's probably what's going to happen today. Kai Wang Tang's just not good, and you throw him out there against, one of the best 1-2-3s in baseball. That's danger. That's danger. Giants they're done. They had their little fun run. They're 4 games out. Again, really the only teams that are kind of in it. I can kind of eliminate the Diamondbacks, so I won't do it just yet. But really, it is just the Mets and the Reds are the 2 teams left for that final spot in the National League. It will most likely be New York. But again, the Reds, for the first time ever this season, have actually shown fight. They keep on winning games. They've now won 3 straight. So maybe Cincinnati can sneak in. I hope they do, because they actually do own the tiebreaker over New York. But we'll see about that one. I'm not going to take that seriously until Cincinnati, gets within 1 game, which the Nats are not making it any easier on Cincinnati right now either. So that'll do it, folks, though. We are taking the yes runs scored in the first inning today from Chavez Ravine, Los Angeles, California. Dodgers and Giants. Give me a run, anybody. I think it's going to be Ohtani and the Dodgers against Kai Wang Tang from the San Francisco Giants. So, folks, thank you all for watching our MLB Best Bets here on September 20th. If you haven't yet, though, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below for more. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy the video. Make sure to comment if you disagree with any of the picks. Folks, thank you all for watching, and Mamba forever.